Hola, me bitches. This is Clois, aka Mini Bish, over on Instagram, and today I am sharing with y'all a fail, but maybe you'll get some ideas out of it. You know what I'm saying? So I am just practicing some nail art in this video, but I still wanted to give it a base, so I am using Fall Love Story, I believe it is, from Sparkle & Co. This was one of their sub box colors from last year that my bestie did not like, so she gave it to me, and it changes colors from this color to like an orange color. You'll see. I realized at this point that I could not fit this nail in the jar, but then I realized after this that I could fit it in the jar. I just didn't try hard enough. So there was a little bit of a situation with this thumb, but whatever. I'm only going to show y'all the first layer of this because then we're going to get into the nail art, and that's where like all the fun happens. So yeah. I am going to do all of these. So not that it matters because I'm not going to be wearing them, but these like jelly tips, these are from Kiara Sky, and I've been using these ones more or less to like practice on because they're not my favorite. They're I don't know. I expected a little bit more out of Kiara Sky. I mean, it's Kiara Sky. They could have done better, but I am not a huge fan of these jelly tips. I don't know. They're thick around the cuticle. They take a lot of work to like try and fit right. It's just, to me, it's not worth the hassle of trying to get them to fit. So I use them for practice. So anywho, the rest of these nails fit just fine in this jar. And like I said, I realized doing the second coat that the thumb actually did fit in the jar. When I went to size it up like that, I was afraid to put it in. So, yeah, okay. Anywho, let's move on. I'm doing all of these, okay? And you're gonna see some change of color in them. There's this like in between color from the orange to this burnt orange red color that I really, really like. And you'll see it at some point here. But it's okay. So after you wipe away some of that powder and you get that other color off, that's the color. That right there. That color right there. Super pretty. So I am going to go ahead and activate these, and I am going to shape them a little bit around the free edge and buff them. I'm buffing them because I need it smooth for the nail art situation. I decided to clean up the free edge because I figured I could practice shaping, you know. I could have skipped it, but I don't know. I didn't. You're seeing me here shape it up a little bit. There is no clear coat or any clear encapsulation situation. Didn't do any of that. We've just got the color on there. Straighten out some free edges. I'm going to buff them super quick with, see, there you go. Now you see the color change. And honestly, right there, with that whole like color mixture going on, it kind of looks like a nectarine to me. And I threw my buffer. Just, that's how hard I was going in at these nails. I just lost my buffer. But it did. It looked like a nectarine color. Like, you know, when you've got like an orange nectarine, a little bit redder, and yeah. Now, for this nail art, I decided that I was going to try and use acrylic paint pens for this nail art. And let's just say I should have. You live and you learn. And I should have put gel base coat or a layer of top coat on to make it more smooth even after buffing. and also like really gave them a chance to sit, because even though I thought I let them sit long enough, some of them you're gonna see just how funky it gets. Also, there was just some detail work in here that I wanted to do that these, even being fine point pins or extra fine point pins, were not fine enough for. So on this one, I'm trying to do some like little branch, leaf situation. So I've got the branch going. I added some little leaves. I'm doing it in brown because fall. And I'm going to add like another little one here. And then maybe even one more. Like we're doing the little dollop things for the little leaves too. And I'm going to let this one sit and dry. Move on to the next. We'll come back to this one in a second. See, it doesn't look horrible there. It's fine. And like I said, maybe you guys can get some ideas. Do it with gel, whatever, actual acrylic paint, and like nail art brushes, because these paint pins was a whole situation. On this one, I'm going to do a pumpkin. So I am just giving it that like curved top like pumpkins have, and I'm making it to where it's coming off the nail, so I'm not going to give it a bottom. It's a bottomless pumpkin, and we're just filling that in. And I'm going to set this one down and then go on for a moment to something else. I was just trying to practice here, and I was like, acrylic paint pins, because not everybody uses gel, but let me tell you, do not use, I don't know, if you do this, maybe you have better hands than I do. I could not. So I'm trying to do a leaf on this one. My leaf is not leafing very good, but I'm going to color this in, and then again we're going to come back to it and give it some detail. All of these I was trying to kind of layer on with some detail, and I think that's where the situation of like drying and then other stuff and this not being fine enough. So I'm trying to give it, this branch, some highlights. This pin was not like fine enough to give the tiny highlights. Even me trying to do the smallest touch was still too thick. So then I had to go back in with the brown and cover up, and try not to cover up too much white, just enough white to give it just that little bit of glisten of the highlight to it. And right here I was like, I don't know that this is going to work on any of these, but we're going to see. So on this pumpkin, I am outlining it with some brown and adding its little like divots, because it's got the ridges. We're adding those into it, giving it a little stem. And then on my leaf, we're going to outline it also in brown. And we're going to give it a stem and some veins. And this was all looking like fairly good. This part was fine. It's the stupid highlighting part that was messing everything up. And I don't know. Oh, don't even get me started on this guy. This is going to make y'all laugh so hard. And if it doesn't, I don't know what's wrong with you, because I was laughing at myself for this one. I am trying to do a fox, okay? I seen this cute little like nail art, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cute. And it was the step-by-step thing, like shows you how to do it. So I'm following the little picture off to the side as I'm doing this. We're filling in his eyes with the white. I kind of touched his nose, which was still wet, so I'm trying to go in with some alcohol and clean that up. And we're like, that's not even the mistake that was like, that's not even what happened that was wrong. That was wrong with this fox, okay? As we carry on, it's gonna get better, okay? I promise. It's gonna be so funny. So, I'm now doing his little forehead, adding his little ears. I'm gonna color that all in with this orange color. And then we're gonna go in. Guys, I cannot with this stupid fox. I looked at this thing when it was done, and I was just like, what did I do to make you so angry looking? Like, literally, just wait. I'm adding his little eyes. And these colors were still just kind of melting together. I'm adding the little highlights in his ears, right? And I'm going to outline his head. And then he's going to end up so angry looking when I do this last little part. Here it comes. Here it comes. You don't know this, but my eyes are actually tearing up because it's just... He's angry. Look at how mad he is. I felt like I should have given him eyebrows after I did this. I really should have. I should have given him eyebrows because he looks so mad. And I was just like, oh my god. And then the colors are kind of just like blending and melting together in him. So that even looked, it was just, oh man. It was funny. So again, with these stupid highlights on this darn leaf and pumpkin and everything, and then being like too thick, it just, I had to go back in with the brown and try and cover them up. But this is like my trying fall nail art with paint pens. I feel like it could work, but it also could have been a lot better, and my fox could have definitely been a lot less angry looking. And I clearly left the pinky alone because I was like, whatever. But this is the color that I like. That color that the pinky and the thumb are right there, that's the color that I was like, yes. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will catch y'all in the next one. Bye, bitches.